I cheated on my wife with my boss and discovered my wife planned everything. Throwaway because my main has family on it. Also, I don't need judgment. I already hate myself. Backstory. You know that feeling when life is quietly falling apart, but you convince yourself it's just a phase? That was me 6 months ago. My marriage to Elena wasn't bad, but it wasn't alive either. We've been together 10 years, and somewhere between work stress, bills, and trying for a baby that never came, something inside us dulled. We didn't fight. We didn't flirt. We just coexisted. Meanwhile, I was drowning at work. I'd been gunning for a promotion I'd basically built the foundation for. I did the reports, the strategy, the presentations. My boss, Marissa, early 40s, sharp, confident, terrifyingly charismatic, always praised my work, but budget constraints kept stopping her from promoting me. Then one night, Elena looked at me across the dinner table and said, too casually, "You know, you should really push harder for that promotion. Show her what you can do." Her tone was teasing, but her eyes, something flickered. I didn't think about it then. I wish I had. Marissa started giving me more unknown meetings. At first, I thought it was mentorship. Then the compliments got personal. My suit, my smile, my confidence in presentations. Confidence I didn't have. One Friday, she invited me for a quick drink to celebrate landing a new client. That quick drink turned into 3 hours of flirting. I pretended it wasn't flirting. My phone buzzed all night. "Elena, have fun. Don't worry about dinner. Stay out late. You deserve it." Every message felt encouraging, almost pushing. Still, I went home guilty. Elena kissed me, long and slow, and whispered, "You smell like whiskey and expensive perfume. Good night, baby." I froze. She didn't sound angry. She sounded pleased. The affair, I'm not going to get graphic, but I'll be honest about the emotions. 2 weeks later, Marissa kissed me in the office after everyone left. My stomach dropped. I pulled back. I told her I was married. She didn't care. I wish I could blame manipulation or stress or loneliness. But the truth, I wanted to feel seen. I convinced myself it was a one-time thing. Guilt tore through me instantly. Until I got home, Elena was awake, sitting on the couch, not crying, not angry, smirking. "Did you get the promotion?" My heart stopped. How did she? I lied. She didn't push. She just said, "I love you, no matter what." And she kissed me so affectionately that I want to confess everything. I didn't. Discovery, the first twist. A month later, Marissa called me into her office. "You're getting the promotion." I should be happy. But instead I felt sick. That night, I tried to tell Elena. I started with, "I need to tell you something about Marissa." And Elena said, "Oh, I already know." She called me. My world tilted. Elena continued, calmly. "She thought you lied to her about being in an open relationship, so she reached out to me to confirm. I told her everything was fine." I was speechless. "You talked? About us?" She nodded. She wanted to stop things. I told her you needed this. The confidence. The push. The freedom. I felt like I was drowning. "Why would you do that?" I whispered. Elena looked me dead in the eyes. "Because I needed to know if you still had desire in you. For anything." Confrontation. I snapped. I accused her of manipulating me, setting me up to cheat, testing me like some twisted social experiment. She stayed calm. Too calm. "You think I wanted you to sleep with her?" "No. I wanted to see if you were still capable of passion. For anyone. You hadn't touched me in months." That was true, and shame burned through me. But she wasn't done. "Do you know how painful it was watching you disappear into yourself?" I tried talking. I tried spicing things up. You shut down every time. Her voice cracked for the first time. "So yes, I let it happen. I didn't force it. You could have said no at any time." That part hit me like a truck, because it was true. Emotional fallout. The second twist. We tried therapy. Bad idea. I crumbled, admitted everything. But Elena revealed something I didn't expect. She wasn't hurt by the cheating. She was hurt by the lying. But then came the twist that nearly destroyed me. I didn't expect you to catch feelings for her. I blinked. I didn't. But I did. Not romantic feelings. Just the feeling of being wanted, admired, respected. And Elena knew. You smiled differently, she said. You carried yourself differently. I saw the end coming before you did. That cracked something inside me I didn't know was breakable. I realized I didn't cheat because I wanted my boss. I cheated because I lost myself. And Elena had been trying to pull me back in any way she could, even if it meant letting me burn myself. Aftermath. We separated for 3 months. Not dramatically, not angrily. Just two people sitting in the ruins of a marriage that had been crumbling long before infidelity entered the picture. During the separation, Marissa offered me more lunches, comfort, even hinted at traveling together. I declined. I finally saw the truth. I didn't want her. I wanted validation. And I've been chasing it in the most self-destructive way possible. Elena and I eventually met at our favorite coffee shop. She looked tired, but softer. Do you want to try again? She asked. I broke down crying. Right there, in public, we're back together now. Trying. Healing. The affair isn't some dark secret we never mention. It's something we talk about openly, painfully, but honestly. Do I regret cheating? Absolutely. But the deeper truth is that the cheating didn't destroy us. The silence did. The distance. The emotional neglect neither of us admitted. I learned the hardest lesson of my life. You can't fix a broken identity with someone else's desire. And Elena, she told me something recently that still keeps me awake at night. I never wanted to see you with another woman. I wanted to see if there was still a version of you left worth fighting for. I'm still trying to become that version. Top comments. Throara Honesty 4.8K points. Damn, your wife didn't plan like some cuck fantasy. She was screaming for help in the only way she thought would reach you. You two were already half divorced. Bro, the cheating was just a symptom, not the root. Still messed up, though. Judgment Day 1991 3.9K points. I wanted to see if there was still a version of you left worth fighting for. Bruh, that line hit harder than your affair ever did. Elena is built different. Waste Dealer 9000 3.1K points. Your wife didn't set you up. She gave you rope, and you chose to hang yourself with it. At least you're doing the work now. Am I the Potato 2.7K points. The real plot twist is that the boss actually reached out to your wife's skull. She said, "Is your husband allowed to cheat?" And your wife said, "Loki, go ahead." This whole story is wild. Bitter Lemon Tea 2.3K points. Your marriage died from emotional starvation, not infidelity. You're both guilty of neglect, but you're the one who took it outside the relationship. I'm glad you're in therapy. I'm rooting for Elena, though. NGL. Corporate Gremlin 2.0K points. As someone who works in management, your boss had no business getting involved with you. That's a huge HR issue. She should have known better. Y'all were toxic in 3 different workplaces at once. Incredible. Emotional support duck 1.8K points. Honestly, Elena scares me a bit. The way she stayed calm, the way she let things unfold, the way she observed you. She's either the most emotionally intelligent person ever, or she went to therapy years before you and came out enlightened. KO Sand Coffee 1.5K points. Glad you're rebuilding, but please realize you didn't cheat because you were unloved. You cheated because you were unfulfilled inside. Different problem. Requires a different solution. Messy and Proud 1.2K points. If my husband told me this story, I'd simply pack my bags, catch a flight to Bali, and leave him to philosophize with the houseplants. You got lucky, and you know it. Library which 1K points. I want the wife's point of view. I bet it reads like, my husband was fading into a beige office chair, so I let another woman shake him like a soda can. The Real Office Dwight 920 points. This whole thing is one PowerPoint slide away from becoming an HR training video titled, Don't. Forgiving Fern 888 points. It's rare to see a post where the cheater actually takes accountability and is willing to rebuild without defensiveness. I hope it works out. Just don't waste Elena's emotional labor again. Menelaus softness, 777 points. Your wife is way more patient than I could ever be. I would have simply thrown the whole marriage in the bin and set the bin on fire.